We're getting some polls in right now. Oddly enough, Trump's not getting really blamed for it, but the Republicans are getting blamed for the shutdown. So that's where it is. Trump's winning the government shutdown for himself. Republicans are losing, and the Democrats are useless. It's pretty much the way that goes. That's it. I mean, if you're a Republican, you have to have a smile on your face because no matter how bad you do and no matter what you do at this point in time, outside of some Nazi stuff, maybe we'll get to that in a little while because yet another Republican had some Nazi ideas on a text message. And this time it made everybody uncomfortable. But don't worry because
I'm just waiting for the guy that decides he wants to try to bring the mustache back.
Do you remember when Michael Jordan did that?
Did he?
Yes. Do you remember that kid?
Michael Jordan, the basketball player?
Yes.
He did what?
Brought back the Hitler mustache.
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
So Michael Jordan had the weird little mustache in one of the commercials. Go look it up. Just type in Michael Jordan mustache, and up pops this little itty-bitty mustache he has. And that was the time he was playing basketball for the Reich. The Reich Bulls. It's so weird. I remember it was like one of those Hanes commercials where he was always talking to you about your underwear on an airplane. You're like, dude, what's up with this? Why do you have the Hitler mustache? So, but they're getting blamed for it a little bit. And if you're the Republicans at this point, see it out. And if I'm the Democrats, you've got to, first of all, your goal can't be, I hate the guy that's orange. Because eventually the orange is going to go away. Then what? You've got nothing. So you're going to have to pivot. And the funny thing is, the only thing that moves the needle right now are wackadoos. And the people who are normal, you don't give them a chance because they're not celebrities. And then you get, people like the likes of this character right here. We'll call him Chucky Baby.
Leader Thune, I don't know what got into him today, also claimed Republicans are ready to get to work. Really? Tell that to Speaker Johnson and the House Republicans who have been on vacation for nearly a month.
A month? They're on vacation a month. A month. Well, it's weird because they're on vacation, yet they're kind of circling where they work.
Well, considering the fact that the House has already passed the bill and the issues are in the Senate, what difference does it make if Johnson's there or not?
Well, because they're going to have to, they're not going to take it up in the Senate. So they have to try to repass something where they can, get it clean through where they maybe, when it finally gets to 50 plus 1 and everybody knows it's your fault, then they'll make a move. But here's the weird thing. So if you're a Republican, the blue wave's not coming unless there's a big dumper when it comes to the economy. Let's be honest. Everything could be going, no matter how bad the Democrats are, if stuff becomes untenable in the economy, things go sideways, and we have a crappy Christmas, and all of a sudden we're in the first of the year, and we see that inflation is starting to get strong again, prices in the housing market's getting even more out of control, and the tariffs didn't work the way that Trump thought, and all of a sudden we're looking at a recession, and the market's pulled back 10, 12%, then all bets are off. But at this point in time, as long as you stay steady, you're going to be okay. Just don't fumble the ball, which, as we all know, they have snatched victory from the jaws of defeat and then put that right back in the jaws and grab the loss from the jaws of victory.
I don't know what Democrats are looking for, but if they're looking for Republicans to give in to their hostage-taking, they should think again. I've been very clear since the beginning. On the first day of this shutdown, I said Republicans would be perfectly willing to discuss the issues Democrats are raising, but only after we reopen the government.
And let's be real. Okay, let's be 100% honest. Tomorrow morning, they pass this thing. They get in there. They say, okay, great. Now, could we discuss how ridiculously expensive it's going to be for everybody and what we can do to fix that? No. And this is where the Republicans, if you're not paying attention, the number one thing that is going to sway this next year is affordability. And if life gets too unaffordable, people will make a change. They will. And so that is number one, affordability. And people are going to see already, I'm hearing from people who are seeing prices go up when it comes to their health care, and nobody's interested in fixing it. They're not. The Republicans have not come out with something other than we want to get rid of Obamacare, and it's failed. Of course, we know it has. But the problem is, it's too entrenched now. Government doesn't untangle itself. You ever watch a dog go around a tree, get stuck, and it's like, it's over. I live here now. Because they don't go backwards. So what do we do to fix it? That needs to be number one. What countries can we look at and say, okay, who's got stuff going on where they're getting a better outcome in life and they're spending less? We touched on it yesterday. Switzerland and Holland. The Dutch. They have high marks for theirs because they have a hybrid model, which is everybody from the day they're born has coverage for emergencies and things of that nature. But you don't have to get any insurance from there on, but you can add on to your insurance if you'd like to through your work or through a private group. The issue we have is we have 50 little countries, and they all want to run everything on their own. And when everybody says, well, let's go, why can't I buy cross state? Because it's there. Nobody wants to do it. Because if we go and say, all right, Mississippi, we'd like to do something with you, or Kentucky, and they're like, no, we don't want to do anything with you because our stuff is different than your stuff, and we're not going to change our stuff, and you're not going to change your stuff. So what are you going to do? Well, I guess we won't do anything. Okay, so then we're stuck here. And so that does make it harder because it's centralized in that way. But we've got to start coming up with better ways of dealing with these things other than they suck and he's bad. Because that doesn't really work for the people. I know it's crazy. And the last thing you want to start talking about is food banks for the people that work for the government.
We did have a number of federal programs, including a program for local food purchasing from Pennsylvania farmers that were canceled by the USDA earlier this year. So we are already having to serve many more folks than we ever had before with less resources than we've ever had.
Feed him more with less resources. That's, we're going out in a couple weeks to do our thing, about a month from now, to do our thing at the Nashville Rescue Mission. And the amount of people they feed is growing on a daily basis. And people are going out there and they're getting food because they're worried, right? And they're planning ahead. And I do my national show. I've talked to several food banks across the country, talking to one in North Texas, how they knew what was coming. They anticipated some stuff. So they went out and they bought ahead and got some donations ahead, but they don't think it's going to be enough. Now, we're heading into Thanksgiving. We're heading into the Christmas time. People thought this is the time of year where it's like you're going to go make some hay. And instead of making hay, you're going to have to figure out how to make these sandwiches.
But I promise you, them children get a meal every night. Whether it's a bologna sandwich, some noodles. Y'all act like y'all don't know how to make scruggle meals. Do I need to start a series on how to make a scruggle meal? Think I'll do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
What's her account?
Oh, okay, her account. So this is our lady here. We've been playing her earlier. She started off angry and then realized she had to do some stuff for herself.
Is she on X?
She is on YouTube, Insta, and TikTok is where she makes the most hay. I'm going to give you guys her, if you guys want to go check her out.
Yeah, I'm going to follow her.
On her scruggle meal. Her name is TAZUTSEY. And that is Taz and Dem Kids. So TAZUTSEY. She's trying to grow her account because she realizes she needs to do something with her life, and them struggle meals is real.
TAZUTSEY.
Yeah.
She's
just
not...
Taz and Dem, DEM Kids. Just type that in. You'll find her.
Okay.
Yeah, struggle meals. I mean, people are living the struggle meal life right now. I mean, they are. And what do we do to make life more affordable is the thing. And by life more affordable, meaning government get out of the way. The problem is government got too much in the way. If you go and look at government, when they got involved with healthcare and when they get involved with college, you see both of those things just start to rise. Why? Because, what was that? That was pretty cool. Was that your TikTok?
Taz and them kids.
Taz and them kids. But what ends up happening is once government gets involved, we didn't get closer to our healthcare provider, meaning our person that was going to take care of us. We got further apart. And in between was money. Because we've got now 40 different billing codes and 25 different people that handle this piece of paper and that piece of paper. And there was this, and what about this regulation and this over here and that over here. And that's where we are. And that's the frustrating thing that goes along with this. We're not closer. All we're paying for when certain things is we're just paying for a card that says we have insurance, not insurance itself. And it's costing us more money. Food is costing us more. And that's frustrating. We're in the middle of a giant trade war with China, and I don't think that's going to go away anytime soon. And, so we've got some issues that need to be dealt with. And, as I was saying yesterday, this is not about whether or not it's right or wrong when it comes to Trump and the tariffs or some of these things. You think of it as if you're 65 or 70 and you're retired and you've got money in the bank and you own your own house and, something going up $1 or $2 really doesn't affect you, that's one thing. You're going to vote a certain way already. But if you're young and you're looking around and you're still not quite sure what you're going to do, who you're going to vote for, and you're trying to win an election, telling people that stuff might be good 12 months from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, they don't want to hear that. They don't, because we live in an instantaneous society. I mean, yesterday, AWS, which was a very tiny bit of AWS that went down. I mean, a smidge. Roblox, all this stuff. But you know what? How much of hell did that cost us? People throwing a fit. Last night, I went to do a video. Restream was still down at 7:30, 8 o'clock. Several of them were still down. And we like convenience, kids. We do. We don't like to be inconvenienced in life. I think we recognize that.
So how difficult was it for you to get your video up?
So you could tape the video, but doing the stream was virtually impossible because we tried it and it started and then it stopped and then it broke. So we just go, okay, let's just tape the video and then we'll put it up afterwards. And that got frustrating because, again, think about if China comes for us hard. Our infrastructure isn't prepared for any of that. And all China knows that they have to do for the younger generation is just turn off social media and they'll collapse.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. Most of you listening, Ken, Bell, and I, we come from the before times, as I like to say. Before there was, quote unquote, the internet, before there was 5,000 TV channels, we're fine. But a younger generation is already struggling? Could you imagine that? What would they do if they couldn't like something? I mean, some of you today, because we're having still issues with our stream, am I correct? Things going up and down, some people chiming in. Stuff got frozen.
Yeah, it's been a little bit problematic.
Yeah.
The whole computer locked up at one point.
Yeah, so. It's probably the Chinese. Better watch out for them. They're playing for keeps, kids. All right, coming up. More good stuff. It is Hot Take Tuesday. Our hot take is here. It's in effect. All three of us have a hot take. Bell's is mean towards women.
No, you said that. I did not.
I didn't say that. I know that.
I actually like women a lot.
Sure. That's what they all say. So Bell's got his hot take. I've got mine. Of course, Ken has his. Ken's is very eloquent.
Well, I had to shorten it.
But it was very eloquent, and we like that. So we'll be doing that straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. While all of that is happening, we deliver it to you each and every Tuesday, and we give it to you like it's hot take, hot take, hot take Tuesday. All right. Come on, we have fun. Nobody else does.
I love
That's
that.
who we are, kids. Hot Take Tuesday. We give our hot takes. We're going to start with Ken this time. It is hot take.
Dark meat is forgiving and juicy with little effort. White meat demands perfection and still let you down.
That's right. There's no white privilege with that meat.
That's a little rude.
You know what? Just deal with it there. Belle, if that's your real name. All right, Belle, throw out yours. Hatred of women.
If you cannot park a car between two lines in a parking lot, you should have your driver's license revoked. And that is not based on gender at all.
Now Bill has to give a disclaimer.
Know what he said in the first hour? Go back, run it, run the replay. So parked between two lines, right there. So now, when you say parked, is it perfection? What if it's over a little bit here, a little bit there?
As long as you're in between the two lines, you can park it diagonally, as long as it's in between the two lines.
Okay. I like it. My hot take is a vast majority of art is absolute crap. It is. Most of you, if you walked into a Goodwill today and you saw a Monet, you wouldn't recognize it. You're like, what's wrong with this? If you saw a Picasso, you're like, why is the guy's eyes why does it look like it's a halibut? What's up with that? Why is it a different colored weird halibut? Right? Like most art is just ridiculous.
It's a fish.
It's it. And it's just a joke. And they say, and by the way, art people, a vast majority, they don't even know what it means. They think it's this and this person's style. And what he was trying to say here was, this is an anger towards mankind and blah, blah, blah. It's all a bunch of crap.
How did he get that color? Faces.
Yeah. Who's it, Pollock? He's, what's your medium? What do you use? What do you use? Oh, feces and blood. That's nice.
My goodness.
You freaking weirdo. By the way, just to let you guys know, this guy had maybe the hottest take of the day. My hot take Tuesday is that it should be a law that oatmeal raisin cookies be colored specific to make them different from chocolate chip. There's nothing worse than trying to bite into a chocolate chip cookie and get a mouthful of oatmeal and raisins. Nasty. Amen.
I agree.
You know who you are, people out there with your oatmeal raisins. Nobody likes oatmeal, and nobody wants raisins. Raisins are gross. They're nasty. And you know what? You people out there who give raisins out at Halloween, right? You're below the people who give out pennies.
Raisins.
You ever got those little itty tiny raisins?
Yes.
So
Yeah, I'd rather have the pennies.
Yeah.
At least if I get enough of those, I can buy me some candy.
That is awful. Raisins. And you bite into, you know what raisins are? They're the assassin of the taste bud when it comes to chocolate chip cookies.
Raisins.
Raisins are, oh, God. I
Now,
can't.
it's good in soggy ice cream. I mean, soggy cereal.
Yeah, so if you put enough sugar on there that you don't taste anything but the sugar.
Bingo.
But raisins, like somebody's thought, oh, raisins are good. Who thought that?
What do you say we give the kiddos some raisins on Halloween?
Okay, all right, raisins. Quick, Ethel, go to your purse and get out the pennies.
Oh, that sounds swell.
Do you have any more of those certs? They're loose on the bottom of your purse.
Do they still make certs?
I don't know. Do they still make certs?
What about dipping the raisins in mayonnaise?
Oh,
No,
doesn't
sir.
matter because it ruins the mayonnaise.
That'll ruin the mayonnaise.
Yes, raisins are just, they're awful. They've been discontinued. Oh, God. Don't worry, though. Ethel's got a whole bunch. She also has those ones that taste like caramel.
Oh.
Right? Or the gold, caramel. Remember caramel? Like,
Yeah.
hey, would you like to lose a tooth? Try some of these.
Or some lint encrusted certs.
That's it. Those are so good. That's what I'm handing out this year.
Straight out of your mom's purse?
Just give some certs, not even in the wrapper.
Just a little bit of lint on them. You can get that out. You'll be fine, kids. My grandma used to, every year she would take out this for Christmas, this like, I don't know what it was, some sort of weird container. And you would open it up and it would have that weird like candy cane stuff that was all like curly.
Yes,
And it was always stuck together. And she just put it right back in the cabinet when Christmas was over. There was no wrapping it up. Certs. We need some certs, kids. If you got some certs, let us know.
Yeah, but they got to put the Retsin back in it.
Dude, the green ones
Oh.
of what you just described, those were terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Those were so disgusting. Oh, God. Yeah, my grandma. Then they had that, was it butterscotch that was gold?
Oh, I like the little butterscotch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like butterscotch.
Butterscotch is kind of like white chocolate. It's good for a minute. You can have one. Anything more than that. Like, I love white chocolate. You take 2 bites, but after the 3rd bite, you're like, I think I'm going to be sick.
Butterscotch pudding is awesome.
Do you remember butterscotch pudding?
Yes, that was so
As
good.
a kid? Oh, God, yeah. That was in the little Dunkin'.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that. It's like, what do you got? I got butterscotch. Recognize?
I had a preacher growing up that he'd reach behind you here and pretend that he pulled a butterscotch out from behind it.
That's cool.
What's this right here?
This is butterscotch.
How'd he do that, Mom?
Magic with the help of the Lord.
Or Satan, one of the two.
It was the Lord.
The Lord loves himself some butterscotch. You know what he doesn't like? Raisins. Because they're gross.
Oh.
Somebody, are you going to make your famous raisin pudding pie?
Oh.
Nobody wants that either.
Goodness, famous. It's famous.
Yeah, it's famous for being gross.
Rooster jelly beans suck.
Rooster jelly bean? Oh, licorice.
Yeah, Rooster texted in that he wanted to know the take on jelly beans and that he hated licorice, and jelly beans are just crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
They gather lint at the bottom of a purse, too.
They do. They do. Jelly beans. Who was it? Was it Reagan that had jelly bellies?
Yes.
Yeah. Think about that, kids. If you're missing the show, shame. Grab the podcast. It is the Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.
But I promise you them children get a meal every night. Whether it's a bologna sandwich, some noodles. Y'all act like y'all don't know how to make scruggle meals. Do I need to start a series on how to make a scruggle meal? Think I'll do that.
Yeah, I would like you to.
Absolutely, ma'am.
I would like to know what a scruggle meal is. Let's get this thing did. Help these people out. By the way, somebody sent something in. They weren't thrilled by our raisin take, but we don't care because raisins are gross. God made grapes, and then the devil made raisins.
And dinosaurs.
I like yeah, well, of course. I like raisins. No, nobody likes raisins. Right? If my scruggle meal was raisins, I'm like, I guess we're going to die. I guess the way that is. It is. I mean, I don't want it to be that way, but there's nothing else you could do. Right? Somebody said raisins look like sheep poop. Little tiny sheep. You know what, though? I have tasted something worse because we're talking about jelly bellies and stuff.
Yeah.
I went to Legoland, and Legoland has like a Jelly Belly store, and they have everything, including vomit.
Oh.
They have Jelly Belly vomit.
Son of a biscuit eater.
Yeah. It was a tie. They also had raisins, and I'm like, I'm going to try the vomit. Oh, they are a fun ruiner. I'm not lying to you guys. They're a fun ruiner. They are. The Hakeem Jeffries thing is very interesting. That guy's solid move.
Yeah.
So, but then you've got this. I don't know if you guys heard about this guy. Trump hasn't said anything about him yet. But even John Thune's like, yeah, you need to go. His name is Paul Ingracia, and he was supposed to lead the office of the special counsel. So there was a chain of text messages.
Apparently he thought he was going to be leading the Hitler Youth.
He did.
Oh, my goodness.
He will admit he has a Nazi streak in him from time to time.
Oh, boy.
He also said Martin Luther King Jr. holiday should be tossed into the seventh circle of hell. He said a lot of other stuff about being a Nazi, about being a white man. And
he said MLK Jr. was the George Floyd of the 60s.
Yeah. I mean, he said some stuff
Wow.
and so here's the other thing. Last week, the people in the Young Republicans, that wasn't a good look. This guy was supposed to be, they were supposed to have his hearing this week to be the office of the special counsel. This isn't like the 28th in charge of, who gets small business loans in the Small Business Administration that Trump will never even heard of. This guy is appointed by Trump, and he's talking about some Nazis and look at us there.
He shouldn't be trusted to manage a box of chocolates.
No. And on top of that, inside of there, the people that he was texting with are saying, hey, dude, what are you doing? Don't put that made them uncomfortable. Who are you people? First of all, not having the wherewithal to say to yourself, this isn't a good idea, automatically eliminates you from whatever job you were up for.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, your ability to make common sense decisions has been severely compromised.
And this isn't the first time he's been done with stuff like this. But, I mean, he defends the founding of a white nation, basically. Goes, I'm not really a white nation, but I'm defending that. And they're just like, everybody that was talking was like, dude, why are you texting us this? We don't want to be a part of it.
Do they not vet these people and do background checks?
I often wonder that. I mean, I do. I mean, sometimes. It doesn't matter what side it is. You just – you go get a job at a regular place and they ask you for some of these things. They vet you better there than whether or not on your text message threads with other people who are also in the government if you're putting Nazi stuff.
Yeah, try walking into an interview at McDonald's and going, I'm a big fan of Hitler. I can bring that energy to this store. I don't think you're getting the job.
I don't think so. One participant said, you're going to be in private practice one day. This blank will be around forever, brother. So his attorney comes out and says, you guys are missing the nuance and context. No, nobody is. Because the other 10 participants in this, they didn't get it either. And they were actually participating. They know him. And they felt uncomfortable. Mr. President, vet better. That's all we're saying. Vet better, please. Please. Speaking of vetting, tonight could be the night, guys. You know what I'm talking about? Big doings. Christmas, winter, Christmas, winter. What will it be?
We're talking about Christmas break versus winter break over in Sumner County, and it's a debate that these elected officials on the school board have been discussing. They're set to vote on it tonight. It's currently called Christmas break in Sumner County, but some school board members want to change it back to winter break like it was before last year. They fear some who don't celebrate the holiday could get offended.
Could get offended is not offended.
Good grief, man.
Could be offended. This could be bad.
I don't know how these people are existing.
No, I don't know either.
If something like that offends them.
Because you know what? Nobody's ever asked them, does this offend you? Nobody has. And you want to know why? Because they don't want the answer. The answer would be, no, it doesn't offend me. Why would it offend me?
Right.
Well, because, you're Hindu or you're Muslim. So I'm born and raised in this country. I respect everybody's beliefs. And I got no problem with it. It's Christmas. We're all celebrating whatever we're celebrating. Are you sure you're not offended? Well, you know what? I'll speak for you. I'm sure you will, ma'am. And I say ma'am because we know what we're talking about. Right? I don't want to be mean. We understand what we're
Kylie will have a few TikToks posted about this soon, I'm sure.
You got it. I've already got stuff for tomorrow. I've got so much good stuff from Kylie from the No Kings rally.
Oh, yeah.
She was on it. She's on a tear for our White Woman Wednesday. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, let's just keep Christmas what it is. We've already got the calendars printed, so we're not going to send those back. And if we're going to be off the 25th of December, because here's the thing. You know what I don't ever hear anybody saying? Hey, you know what? It's not my holiday, so I'd like to go to school. I never hear anybody say that. They all take it off.
I know it's an official day off of work, but I think I'd rather be there.
Yeah, because I'm offended. Yeah, you're not offended, so shut up. Shut up. All right, guys, honest question here. Yes or no, does Trump pardon or commute Diddy?
Please no. He does not need to involve himself in that mess at all.
No. You can't. And Ken, you said it absolutely spot on. You can sit there. If it was just the, whatever baloney for, bringing a hooker over and having sex across state lines or whatever the hell he was supposedly did, you could go, okay, I could commute that. It's stupid. Let's just move on with our lives.
Yeah.
It was the beating of Cassie Ventura that will forever live in the minds of everybody. So to think that Trump would go out and do this I would be done. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Even though that had nothing to do with the case leading up to the midterm elections, that is going to be on every day.
Absolutely, it should. This is what Trump thinks of women. He pardoned this guy where he's dragging her across. He was kicking her while she was on the ground, and videos everywhere of it.
That's somebody's daughter.
Yeah. Somebody's mom, somebody's sister,
the spot writes itself.
It does. It does. And you know what? I would just say I can't anymore. I mean, at some point in time, you think to yourself, like you said, that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's mom, that's somebody's sister. How could you even think about it? And at first, we joked about it last couple of weeks, and then I saw it on TMZ, and I thought, uh-oh. And you know who else had it, Ken? Hindustan Times.
Oh, yeah.
Once those two get
everything.
It feels real.
They are, they are on it.
They are. Yeah. If he pardons, he can't pardon. If he pardons Maxwell or commutes her sentence, I'm done with him too. I'm sorry. There's no way.
That can't happen either.
You can't. I mean, you do that. What are you saying to anybody who first of all loves women and respects women outside of Bell? What are you guys saying to anybody? Like, hey, if you got a daughter, I respect you. Sorry, you don't.
Your opinion means very little to me.
Thank you very much, sir. You can't. These two, you can't. You just can't. And like I said, if it was just because he eventually got caught with, was it the Mann Act or something like that, where he was transporting women for sex across state lines. He basically bought hookers, which he would never have been tried for had they not gone after him for the other things, which they couldn't even get him on that. But the beating, like you said, it did not matter in the case, but it'll matter at the midterms. Oh, baby, it will. And no doubt about it.
Look what Jason texted in.
Can we say it on the radio? Because you know Jason.
Probably not.
Probably not. Oh, my God. No, we cannot say that, Jason. While hilarious in a very bad way, a lot of people still pissed about the raisin things because raisins are gross. Somebody said they're squirrel turds. They are. They're gross. And I know there's somebody out there. Somebody said, do you like raisin bread? No. Why would you ruin bread? You just ruined some bread that I can't put mayonnaise now on because you put raisins in it. Right? That's. You know what? You remember when the plane crashed in the Andes? You know what they had? All the raisins they could eat. You know what they did? They ate each other. That's how bad raisins are. I don't think that's true or not. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt's
Could
here.
be true.
Could be true. I would. I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to eat one of the dead guys. All right, we're going to wrap it up straight ahead. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. We're talking about the guy at the Office of the Special Counsel, Cat, whose Nazi text messages didn't go over well with John Thune. John's like, you need to tell this guy to drop out. Trump's like, we'll see.
Chad?
Yes, sir.
I like raisins.
That is what it is, man. To each their own. They're gross, but you know it. You're just saying that to be a contrarian.
No, I'm not. I like raisins. I like prunes, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have like...
What about prune juice, Brother
I mean,
Murphy?
I don't recall ever having prune juice, but I bet I would like that, too. I like prunes. I like plums. And, you know, prunes are just plums that are just old.
Keep you regular.
Just old plums. Raisins, old grapes.
Oh.
Do you like grapes?
I do like grapes.
Okay, so you like raisins.
No.
No, well, you do.
I like beef.
Whether you want it
I
to
like
be that way or not.
beef, but I don't really... I'm not a huge fan of beef jerky.
Yeah?
Yeah. Mostly because it ends up, I spend more time trying to pick stuff out of my teeth.
Yeah, I get that.
You got to get some good, but still, raisins are gross. And
I like raisins.
They shouldn't be in cookies.
I mean, I like some gross things.
I like women, but I'm not a big fan of talking.
There you go. All day.
Jeez. And you know what? Every time you open your mouth, women like you more.
So
there's a reason that there's a line for Bell, everybody. Oh, wait, there's not. Oh, yeah.
No,
Forgot.
I like that. He's all day he's been talking about women.
What about not being able to drive?
Yep. Big time. We were talking about Diddy, too, whether or not, I'm like, you cannot pardon Diddy.
And I don't think anybody's pardoning Diddy, right?
TMZ said.
Of course, I would have lost money on the whole George Santos commutation, too.
Yeah.
So,
but the whole thing with Diddy is, and as Ken put it, okay, the hooker thing, whatever, they're grown people. I still find that ridiculous. It's the beating of Cassie Ventura that is going to live in.
When on video?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, those types of things tend to stick with you.
Yeah, those things do stick with you. Yeah. And that would be every video ever. Vote against my candidate. This is the guy he likes, Donald Trump. And you see Diddy doing something horrible. You can't, Maxwell and Diddy, that's a bridge too far for a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't think that Trump's in a place where he cares.
No, but I think there are people out there who go, you know what? I like you, Trump, but I got a wife and I got a daughter, and this is a bridge too far. This is not Santos, who was an astronaut and was wrongly treated.
But has anybody from, I haven't followed this story because I want Diddy to stay in jail or whatever, but has anybody from Trump's orbit, or is it just a TMZ orbit?
No, they've been talking about it. They've mentioned it a few times. And Trump never shoots it down. Well, we'll see. I don't know the case. How do you not know the case? Everybody knows the case.
I mean, he's probably got a couple of other things to do.
Yeah. Well, he does, but I mean, come on, make memes about.
He's like we were talking about last week. He's bombing Colombians now. Remember?
Yeah, that's right. He's moved on to Colombia.
Well, last week you said it was about oil.
Yeah,
now we're on to Colombia, so I guess it's not about oil anymore.
No, it's still they're up to 10,000 men, by the way, in there. That's a lot of men. What does that look like? What kind of army do you think they have left over there in Venezuela? A starving one, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean they got a lot of drug traffickers though.
Venezuela?
Yeah, they traffic. I mean, most of the Colombian drugs traffic through Venezuela.
Not even close. 10%.
Well, but a lot of. All right, so you're still suggesting that this is not about drugs?
No.
Well, you always assume the worst for Trump. You always assume the worst for Trump.
Okay, what drugs is it? Is it fentanyl the worst?
It's fine. You always assume the worst for Trump.
Fentanyl the worst?
That's fine. No, it's all about oil.
Yeah,
1991 called. They want their talking points back. Iraq was all about oil too.
Is it about fentanyl?
It's about illegal drugs.
Is it about fentanyl?
It's about illegal drugs.
Well, then why are we going to Mexico?
How do you know we're not?
We're not going because we would know by now.
No, it's all about oil, Chad. You're right.
Okay, all right. We'll find out.
I like raisins.
Again with the wackiness.
I like raisins.
Matt, straight ahead.